Hi everyone, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day. It's Dizzy One here bringing you another episode of NBA 2K18 Legends, my league. And honestly guys, I've been away for so long that I don't really even know what's going on anymore in the expansion league. I know we have LeBron James and James Harden, and that we're the New Jersey Knights. But other than that, everything's pretty much a blur. So I do have a goal for today's episode, and it's really just to get back into a rhythm, get into a flow, and hopefully, come away with a victory. Now we are taking on the Orlando Magic, and they have Hakeem Olajuwon, Tracy McGrady, and Baron Davis, so it might be a little difficult, but you know what, let's put the plan into action, set things into motion, and hopefully come away with a victory, getting a W in the win column on our first game back. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know about the reason why I've been away, and it's not because I don't have the time or I didn't want to just, I just didn't want to record or anything like that. Honestly, guys, it's two reasons. The main reason and the other reason that kind of just ties in with it. The main reason being that my controller, it broke. It just gave out. It died. Finito. Nothing else could be done. I've had it for 4.5 years and never had any problems with it up until recently. The buttons just kind of gave out, and yeah, it wouldn't charge anymore, and even when I did try to charge it, it wouldn't turn on, so it just died, flat out, gave up the ghost. It is gone. And that's the main reason why I haven't been able to upload any videos. Now, also guys, one thing I do want to let you guys know about, basically, and I don't want to go too in-depth about it because it is kind of personal, I'll give a little bit of a backstory because I think it does need that, and I just can't say what I want to say without having that story. I am a college student, so it's really difficult to have extra money lying around. Whatever money I do have that I earn, that I get, I put towards my day-to-day living, food and so forth, gas, that type of stuff. You know what it's like back in the day, or if you're ever going to be a college student, you know what that's like. So I don't have a lot of money lying around, but as of recently, in the past few months, at the start of the year, actually, around mid-December, I started going to the doctor, and don't worry guys, I'm not dying or anything like that. It's nothing crazy. It's not an emergency, but I have been having to go to the doctor, and if you guys can't tell, my voice is a little bit more nasally, and that's because I'm having problems with my nose. I'm having difficulty breathing out of one of my nostrils, and it's really affected my sense of smell, my sense of taste, and my sense of speaking. I don't know if that's a sense, but yeah, I've just had trouble talking normally, and it's also really affecting my sleep as well. So I've been going to the doctor trying to get that fixed, but every time I go, something happens to where it has to get delayed, and it's not on my part. It's on the doctor's part and the other appointment people that I have to set up with. There's always an issue that happens. And I have insurance, but it's not the best insurance. I don't pay a lot for it because I don't have a lot of money. But I do pay for insurance, and it really only works if it's an emergency, and that will be fully covered and stuff like that. But for things like this, where it's not an emergency, I have to pay out of pocket a little bit, partially. So they pay for some, and then I pay for some. It's called copay. And that's what's really causing the difficulty of me getting a new controller and stuff like that, because I didn't want to get a new controller and kind of risk my health getting worse. So if you guys can just understand that, then we're all in agreement. But if not, whatever. I made the decision. I live with it. I'd rather have good health than a growing YouTube channel. But with that being said, guys, that is the reason why I decided not to continue making YouTube videos for a while. I didn't have a controller, and I didn't want to spend on it because of reasons. Now, one thing I do have to say, and the reason why we actually have a video up, is because of my girlfriend. She actually, spent $65 on a controller, and that's a ton of money. And if there's anyone to thank for this, major thank you to my girlfriend for buying a controller. And if you guys want to leave something in the comments below saying thank you to her, because without her I wouldn't be able to post any videos. It's just absolutely amazing, and I'm forever grateful to her. Now, she's always been asking for a shout out, and I think this is the perfect way to do it. I don't give shout outs, but I think just because of this, I'm going to start doing a dedication type of thing. Each video will be dedicated to a certain subscriber, and this video right here is dedicated to my girlfriend, so thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. I have the first few people lined up, and I want to talk about them a little bit in next episodes to come, about subscribers that have subscribed and helped me out through the years. That's what I want to do, because normally I don't give shoutouts, and I don't like giving shoutouts because when you start doing shoutouts, people come only for the shoutouts and they leave. But what I want to do is I want to do something more like a dedication, like this video is dedicated to so-and-so. And hopefully that can be something that's kind of cool and kind of different a little bit in a sense. But with that being said, whew, yeah, that was actually more personal than I thought it would be. I'm actually tearing up just a little bit. But you know what? And it actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. We are now in the third quarter, hopefully trying to get a victory. We do have a 9-point lead. Orlando is fighting, but we are fighting harder. James Harden in the corner, splashing it home. Hashtag bars. Hashtag bars. Knocking it down, and they need a time out. Harden now passing to Yao Ming. This dude's a beast. Look how tall he is. That cheat code of a man. My goodness. Vince Carter all the way inside, getting an easy basket. And let's see what we can do. They do have Mike Bibby. McGrady in the corner, pulling up for three, and he gets that one to go. They're trying to keep it close, stay in there a little bit, but they are going further and further away from our score. Great move by Bibby, getting around James Harden. That's not too hard to do. He's not a great defender. I was controlling him, though, and we still got lost. But you know what? Ooh, we almost had it. Oh, Yao Ming. Too big, too long, too tall. He gets another easy basket. 15 minutes equals 15 points. Yao Ming with a big bucket plays. Joe Johnson off the bench has the ball right now. And I'm going to go give it to you. Okay, I was going to pull up, but I guess that didn't work out too well. Thought he could get open. And let's go with a reverse. I'm going to go spin towards the baseline. And Yao Ming over Al Horford getting another basket. Fourth quarter now. Horford has it, pulling up. No. Who was that? That was Joe Johnson grabbing a rebound from number 23. Don't know who it is, but that was a big boy. Who was that? AC Green or Draymond Green? One of them. He took a rebound away from him. That was nice. Baron Davis bringing the ball up. Man, the NBA season's been really good, guys. I've been loving the NBA season. It's been actually one of my favorites, especially with all the trades going on and NBA All-Star last week. I was really happy with that. That was actually really, really cool. Seeing how much more competitive it was actually entertaining. It wasn't super competitive, but there was actually fouls being called, and there was actually some defense being played, and not just in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter or anything like that. All throughout the game, you could tell that the tone was intensified, and I'm so happy that that has changed. But look at this, Yao Ming right now backing down Draymond Green. No sir, you can't stop the man. Oh, what happened there? I thought he made it. He missed a shot. Oh well. Is it Alex English or Larry English? One of the two. Who knows? Who cares? He's not in the NBA anymore, so I don't really know too much about him. I only know like the historic legends like Hakeem and other guys like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. I know a little bit about Oscar Robinson and those kind of guys that actually like contributed major historical advancements in the game of basketball. And I don't know too much about the Rick Foxes and people like Kenny the Jet Smith. I know him mainly because of now, but nothing to the degree that I probably should if I want to talk about these kind of players. So I don't really know role players too well, but I do know partially, a little bit, about those guys. Harden now bringing the ball up. 47 seconds remaining. This game is pretty much over. Look at that high layup from Yao Ming. Turning a layup into a jump shot, basically. His hand was just all the way up there. And my goodness, Yao Ming grabbing a rebound, knocking over whoever that is. Number 11, no idea. Brian Scalabrine is on the court. But guys, with that being said, my goodness, first game back, we came away with a victory, and I'm super excited. This was actually a very entertaining game for me personally. Maybe not in terms of the score, but it was just fun getting back into the game and just having fun with it, letting things fly, letting see what happens. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. When I talk and actually just speak and record myself, I have no idea what I'm saying at all. So when I go back and listen to it, it's just like the first time you guys actually hear me. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next episode. Adios.